It's Friday night, your friends are texting about going out, but you're curled up on the couch under a blanket with a warm drink, exactly where you want to be. Part of you thinks, I should go, but your whole body is saying something completely different. I get it, because this isn't laziness. This is about your brain meeting a real need. And today we're going deep into the psychology behind it. Let's be clear about something first. Loving to stay home is a personality trait, not a flaw. And there's serious neuroscience behind this trait. It all starts with your nervous system. Your nervous system might process stimuli from your environment differently than others. Introverted brains process external stimuli more intensely. That's why the same party can energize one person while completely draining another. In a crowded environment, your brain has to process dozens of stimuli simultaneously: sounds, faces, movements, smells, social cues. For some brains, this means overload. The system eventually says enough. And that's exactly where home comes in. The moment you step inside your home, your nervous system starts to calm down. When you close that door, the world stays outside and you can finally breathe. At home, you control everything: the lighting, the sounds, the temperature, the number of people around you. This control is incredibly soothing for your brain. Research shows that familiar environments trigger dopamine release in the brain. Yes, your favorite corner of the couch actually makes you happy. You've probably heard of the social battery concept. For some people, this battery drains very quickly, and the only way to recharge is through solitary rest. Social interactions require energy. Every conversation, every smile, every how are you drains a little more. And at some point, the battery hits critical. Home is your charging station. Here, your nervous system rests, energy stores refill, and your brain repairs itself. This isn't just physical rest, it's cognitive recovery. During these quiet moments, the brain processes information, consolidates memories, and restores emotional balance. This is where the concept of psychological safety comes in. Home serves as a sanctuary, protecting you from the uncertainties of the outside world. The outside world is full of uncertainties. You never know what will happen. This uncertainty is a constant source of stress for some brains. But at home, everything is in its place. You know what will happen and when. This predictability is a powerful factor that calms your nervous system. At home, you don't have to wear a social mask. You don't have to smile, appear interested, or act energetic. You can just be yourself. This freedom to be authentic is priceless. Messy hair? No problem. Spend all day in pajamas? Who's going to see? Here's something interesting. Research shows that time spent alone increases creativity. When external stimuli decrease, your inner world flourishes. At home, you have uninterrupted thinking time. Ideas can flow freely. Your brain can make connections. The meaning making process can work. When alone, internal dialogue strengthens. Self knowledge, understanding emotions, reflecting on life, all of this happens in silence. At home, there's no social comparison pressure. You don't have to compete with anyone, impress anyone, or meet anyone's expectations. And most importantly, you can live at your own rhythm. Away from society's be productive pressure, you can move at your own pace. Now, let's ask an important question. What's the difference between loving to stay home and escaping from the world? Making this distinction is critical. Healthy preference looks like this. You feel recharged after time at home. You can go out when needed. You maintain your relationships, but avoidance looks different. You're cutting all social contact. Relationships are suffering. You're staying in out of fear. Isolation is increasing. The key is balance. Time at home should rejuvenate you, not completely disconnect you from the world. Both can coexist. Society often misunderstands homebodies. They say lazy. They say antisocial. They say boring. But the truth is very different. Staying home doesn't mean lying around watching TV. At home, you can exercise, read, cook, learn new things, create, be genuinely productive. Homebodies often build fewer but deeper relationships. A few real friends instead of hundreds of acquaintances. And these relationships are often more meaningful. And yes, homebodies socialize too, just differently. Small home gatherings instead of crowded parties, deep conversations instead of superficial chat. Interestingly, the pandemic legitimized the homebody lifestyle. Suddenly, everyone understood the value of home. Who was prepared? We were. Today, technology lets you stay connected to the world from home. Video calls with friends, online communities, virtual events. The tendency to love home often starts in childhood. Those times spent in your room reading, playing your own games, daydreaming. Family dynamics also play a role. Some learned safety in a supportive home. Others made their room a sanctuary in a chaotic household. Cultural context matters too. Some cultures glorify constant socializing, while others value solitude and reflection. And remember, your home loving tendency can change with seasons. Being more introverted in winter, more open in summer, completely normal. Homebodies are actually excellent energy managers. They know their limits, they're aware of their capacity, and they plan accordingly. One of the most important skills, learning to say no. You don't have to say yes to every invitation. Your boundaries are your protection. You've heard of FOMO, fear of missing out. But what about JOMO, joy of missing out, being happy at home, not caring what's happening outside? Create home rituals. Your morning coffee routine, afternoon reading time, evening cooking process. These rituals add meaning to life. Being happy at home doesn't mean disconnecting from the world. Maintain your connection with nature, loved ones, meaningful work, occasional adventures. Build a balanced life. If your partner is more social, understand each other. They accept your need to recharge, you accept their need to go out. Find the middle ground. Good news. Today's work world offers more opportunities for homebodies. Remote work, flexible hours, working from home is now more common. Most importantly, accept yourself as you are. Being a homebody isn't something to be ashamed of. This is your nature, how your brain works, and it's completely valid. Home isn't a weakness, it's your power source. You draw energy from here, and with that energy, you can meet the world whenever you choose, on your own terms. In the end, home is your sanctuary, your charging station, the place you can be yourself. And that's a beautiful thing. See you in the next video. You can watch it without leaving home. If you love your home, make it your paradise. Comfortable furniture, good lighting, plants, personal touches. Let your home reflect you.